Sometimes the hardest thing we ever have to do in our lives is to walk away from someone or something that we truly love. And this can be even more difficult when it comes to a narcissist, because they are masters at making you feel guilty for setting boundaries. They will try to make you feel like the bad person for not continuing to enable them. But remember this, you owe them nothing. You are not obligated to continue being kind to someone who is actively trying to destroy you. In today's episode, we are going to discuss why it is crucial to stop being kind to a narcissist. We will explore the signs that indicate you need to break free from the cycle of their manipulation and learn how to protect yourself from their harmful tactics. So if you think a narcissist has entered your life, it is essential to educate yourself about the warning signs and take proactive steps to safeguard your well-being. Let's get started. The most common reason people don't set boundaries with narcissists is because they are afraid of hurting their feelings. But here is the harsh truth. Narcissists do not care about your feelings. In fact, they thrive on causing you pain. When you allow them to treat you poorly, they become emboldened and start taking advantage of you. It is like giving a tiger a piece of meat while it's growling. If you let the tiger keep getting what it wants, despite its aggression, it will only become more aggressive and dangerous. You must understand that setting boundaries with a narcissist is not an act of cruelty. It is an act of self-preservation. You are not obligated to continue being kind to someone who is deliberately trying to harm you. When you refuse to bend over backwards for a narcissist, they may initially react with anger or frustration, but eventually they will realize that you are serious about your boundaries and back off. Set unbreakable boundaries. Protect your peace at all costs. Another key point to remember is that narcissists are experts at wearing down your resolve. They will slowly chip away at your boundaries until you break. This is why it is so important to be unwavering when setting your limits. Don't be afraid to say no or to walk away. When a narcissist pushes one of your buttons, don't get defensive or try to explain yourself. Simply remove yourself from the situation. Make it clear that you will not tolerate any attempts to cross your boundaries. This may be difficult at first, but it will become easier with time. Setting strong boundaries is essential to protecting your mental health and well-being. It is not selfish to prioritize your own needs and protect your peace of mind. In fact, it is an act of self-love and self-respect. Remember that you deserve to be treated with kindness and respect. And if a narcissist refuses to reciprocate, it is time to move on. Stop feeding their ego. Your kindness is being weaponized. Many people are kind to narcissists because they genuinely believe that everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and compassion. However, narcissists use your kindness against you. They weaponize your empathy and use it to manipulate and control you. It is essential to recognize this and stop feeding their ego. Narcissists crave attention and validation. They need to be the center of attention at all times. When you give them attention, you are only encouraging their narcissistic behavior. Instead, focus on setting boundaries and protecting yourself from their manipulation. Remember that you are not responsible for their happiness or well-being, and it is not your job to fix them. Narcissistic personality disorder is a mental condition that requires professional help. If you try to engage in deep conversations or offer genuine advice, they will likely disregard it or become angry. They do not want to change. They are resistant to any form of change and will lash out if confronted with their flaws. It is crucial to recognize these signs and avoid engaging with them on an emotional level. Rather, focus on protecting yourself and setting healthy boundaries. Recognize the manipulation. Love shouldn't come with conditions. Most people are kind to narcissists because they have been conditioned to believe that kindness is the default setting for human interaction. Unfortunately, narcissists take advantage of this by manipulating those around them into doing their bidding. They will often use guilt-tripping tactics, such as saying things like, "You are being so selfish," or "Don't you love me anymore?" to make you feel bad for setting boundaries. It is essential to recognize this manipulation and not fall for it. Remember that love should not come with conditions, and you should never have to apologize for taking care of yourself. A healthy relationship is based on mutual respect and understanding. When a narcissist demands that you give up your values or change who you are for them, it is a red flag that should not be ignored. It is better to walk away from a toxic relationship than to compromise your integrity and self-respect. Choose yourself. Walking away is strength, not cruelty. One of the toughest things about dealing with a narcissist is their ability to make you feel guilty for walking away. They will often say things like, "You are breaking my heart," or "I can't live without you," to manipulate you into staying. However, it is crucial to remember that you must choose yourself. Your happiness and well-being should be your top priority. Walking away from a narcissist is not an act of cruelty. It is an act of self-preservation. When you end a relationship with a narcissist, they may initially try to win you back by showering you with apologies and promises of change. However, these are only empty words. Narcissists are unlikely to change their behavior and will only say what they need to say to get what they want. It is important not to fall for these tactics and stay firm in your decision to move on. Ending a relationship with a narcissist can be challenging, but it is necessary to protect yourself from their harmful behavior. Remember that you deserve to be treated with kindness and respect. And if a narcissist is unwilling to reciprocate, it is time to say goodbye. It may be difficult at first, but it will get easier with time. Prioritizing your own happiness and well-being is not selfish. It is an act of self-love and self-respect. You owe it to yourself to choose you and walk away from anyone who treats you poorly. In conclusion, being kind to a narcissist is like pouring water into a funnel. No matter how much you give, it never fills up. Narcissists are incapable of feeling true empathy and will only use your kindness to their advantage. It is crucial to recognize the warning signs of narcissism and protect yourself from their harmful tactics. Setting boundaries, not feeding their ego, recognizing manipulation, and choosing yourself are key steps in safeguarding your mental health and well-being. By educating ourselves about narcissism and practicing self-care, we can create a better world for ourselves and those around us. Remember that you are not obligated to continue being kind to someone who is actively trying to destroy you. You deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. And if a narcissist refuses to reciprocate, it is time to move on. So take a stand for yourself and those you love. Say no to manipulation and yes to healthy relationships. By doing so, you will be taking a significant step towards creating a happier and healthier future for yourself. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who might benefit from it. Your support means everything to us. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.